There are a lot of global problems now that need the cooperation of the entire global community. Of course,
Yes.
the environment, climate change is not something that can be solved from a nationalistic perspective, right? Because it is a global problem. The pandemic, you can't have a nationalistic approach to a global pandemic. It's got to be a global approach.
Yes.
How do you insert nationalism in a world in which its problems are becoming more global? And in fact, nationalism can be a hindrance to its solution.
Okay. Okay. You know, like for example, the pandemic, working with other countries to help those affected with the virus is important. However, nationalism plays a vital role or a pivotal role in the sense that you try to promote the welfare of Filipinos. What does it mean? By working together with other countries, you try to secure, like what we've been doing, vaccines for the Philippines. A majority of the vaccines that have arrived are donations from other countries. I think the purchases, the vaccines purchase are starting to come in. However, by working together with other countries to secure vaccines for the Philippines is also nationalism because you're working with them, but you are in effect promoting the welfare of Filipinos. You're using love for Filipinos. You're using your connections with other countries to make sure we have a better life for the Filipinos who've been affected by the virus.
How about climate change, attorney? How do you
Okay,
inject nationalism in a problem that is just global in scale and can't be solved from a nationalistic or a nation's perspective on a national level? I'm sorry.
okay. Well, when there's a Paris Accord, right? And we're part of that. Um, so we're part of a global community in trying to address the climate change problem. However, nationalism also plays a role or has a part in it by us doing something for ourselves in the Philippines to make things better. We don't expect other countries to fix the problems in the Philippines for us, right? So we have to fix it for ourselves. What does that mean? We have to fix our garbage disposal system. We have to fix the way people have the sense that they can just throw garbage all over the place. We have to fix the culture that we buy sachets, the plastic sachets, and after we use it, we just throw it away. Nationalism plays a role there in the sense that when you buy a sachet of, like for example, shampoo or toothpaste, you don't throw it right away. You dispose of it properly because by doing that, you're helping curb the problems in the environment. And that's a nationalistic way of looking at it because you're helping promote the the environmental problem in the Philippines. Kasi, di ba, the Philippines is one of the top polluters in the world.
Number one, actually,
So, um,
when it comes to
by
plastic. I
loving
mean,
our country, say the world, if the world doesn't cooperate, but we have to do our own share and our part in making sure that things are better, right? We don't expect other countries to clean up the mess within the Philippines caused by Filipinos. So Filipinos have to do their own part in making things better. And part of that is acknowledging and recognizing the problem with the climate and the like garbage disposal. Uh, and that is, if you don't love your country, if you don't love your community, if you don't love you know, if you don't have sense of pride in your community, in your country, nothing will happen. So you have to start somewhere. The change starts with me.
damn good conversation with former COMELEC Commissioner Attorney Goyo Larrazabal on our subject, nationalism, and the elections. Brought to you by Living in Style. They're having a big mid-year sale happening at the second level of the Park Mall. Check it out, only until June 30. Thank you, Lala Move. 1 peso base fare delivery. That's right, folks. They have a 1 peso base fare delivery at Lala Move. Download the app. Also, thank you, Cebu Home and Builders. They're also having a mid-year big sale. It's also ongoing, but only until June 30. Thank you so much for